Today on Vinyl Chef Steve, we're going to show you how to take your favorite In-N-Out animal-style burgers and fries and turn it into something out of this world delicious. Yes, we're going to make a roasted cauliflower and bison mac and cheese, animal style. We'll start with 2 large brown onion and 2 large red onion. We're going to chop these up and get them ready to saute in some olive oil. You just chop them up, and then we're going to break them up in a bowl to try to separate them best as possible, which will help with the cooking process. We'll add 4 tablespoons of olive oil to a saute pan, and on medium-high heat, we will saute these, turning them every 5 to 7 minutes. We're going to add 2 tablespoons of kosher salt, and about the 20-minute mark, we're going to go ahead and add some dark German, black German lager, I guess you could say. No IPAs or stouts here, please. So we'll add that, about 6 ounces worth of beer, saute, and continue sauteing and stirring every 5 to 7 minutes until you achieve the color that you see here, which is beautiful. Oh, I wish you could smell this. It's about 40 minutes it took mine. Put those aside, and then you're going to chop 1 large head of cauliflower. Finely chop the cauliflower, remove the core, of course, and then we're going to toss the cauliflower with 2/3 of a cup of olive oil, making sure that all of the cauliflower has been blessed by the extra virgin. Then we're going to bake this in a 375-degree oven for about 30 minutes or until the tips become golden brown. Meantime, you're going to cook some ground bison, adding 2 teaspoons of kosher salt, 2 teaspoons of granulated garlic, 2 teaspoons of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of Lowry's seasoned salt, and 2 teaspoons of some Italian herbs. We're just going to cook the ground beef until it's browned. Actually, ground bison, I'm sorry. So you cook this bison. You can use beef if you'd like. Just make sure you drain all the extra fat and the juice out of the meat before you mix it with the cauliflower. So once our meat is done, we'll set that aside and we'll start on our bechamel cheese sauce. So you've got 2/3 of a cup of unsalted butter and 2/3 of a cup of flour that you're going to whisk together and cook for about 5 minutes until you get a little bit of color on it. And then you're going to remove that from the heat. Turn off the flame, wait a minute, and stir in your milk. And I believe a couple of teaspoons go into the bechamel until you get a nice thick consistency like you saw there. And then you're going to add your cheeses half at a time, not the whole thing at once, until all the cheese melts in and you've got a beautiful creamy cheese sauce. Oh, it's just decadent. You can see the thickness there. This is ready to go. We'll go ahead and set this aside. Our cauliflower is done. We're going to mix that with our ground bison and get it nice and tossed evenly. And then we'll add our bechamel cheese sauce until that's fully incorporated and every bit is swimming in the cheese. Spray a 9x13 casserole dish with cooking spray, add your mixture, and then here's the kicker. This is where it gets animal style. Spread those beautifully sauteed onions on the top, and the surprise, yes, no fries, but we got Lay's. It's a form of a French fry, and we're gonna use these in the way of crumbs for a topping that's gonna give this that flavor that will be so reminiscent of your animal style fries. We're gonna put those on top, cover and bake this in a 375-degree oven for about 30 minutes. Remove the aluminum foil and then turn on your broiler and keep the door open and watch as the potato chip crumbs get a nice golden brown finish on them, and you're done. To plate this up, what you're going to want to do is spread some, of course, wouldn't be animal style if it didn't have Thousand Island. You're probably wondering when that was going to come into play. So you're going to spread some Thousand Island on a plate, and then you will go ahead and put a heaping spoonful or two of the cauliflower and bison mac and cheese in the center, and voila. The only thing missing is a line full of 30 cars. And maybe a strawberry shake. Thanks for watching another episode of Vinyl Chef Steve. See ya.